guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I'm still sick and today it's Monday, so if you hear a lot of noise, it's not gonna be my fault. It's daytime and like I said, I can only film on Sundays. But I just got these two babies to review. I couldn't help myself. I'm gonna just do a demo. That's why I have my entire face done except for highlighter and my eyeshadow. I'm gonna show you guys my thoughts on the new Anastasia Soft Glam palette and the Amrezy collab with Anastasia for a highlight. So if you guys are interested in a demo and review of these two products, just stay here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you watch it, or if you like these types of videos, so that I know to keep filming them. And without further ado, let's just go to the video. I'm going to insert close-ups, but the first thing that comes to mind is that the packaging is gonna be, it's beautiful. It's the velvety type of packaging, but I already know this is gonna look disgusting because I have here my Modern Renaissance and you can see it. This is awful. It's not even pink anymore because I've been cleaning it and it just looks pale and awful. I wish they would keep up the size of the packaging and everything, but they would turn this into cardboard or a tin packaging instead of this one, because I like to keep my makeup cleaner and looking pretty. So yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. And I know that they said that this is a formula of the Modern Renaissance, not the Subculture and not the Prism palette. And the Modern Renaissance has been the more consistent and people love it all over, not so much the Subculture or the Prism palette, even though I love those two. It comes with the same brush that every Anastasia eyeshadow comes with, and I like these brushes. I use them when I'm on a pinch. I never keep them on the palette though, but this is a good dual brush with a shader brush and a blending brush. They're not the best brushes out there, but they're usable. It comes with 14 shades, same as the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and it comes with repeat shades. I don't have any of the single Anastasia eyeshadows except for one, and it's a wine shade that they don't have in here. But I know that Dusty Rose is in their permanent line, but again, I don't have it, so it doesn't matter for me. But it has 3 shades that are in the Modern Renaissance, which are Tempera, Burnt Orange, and Cypress Umber. I don't really mind these two because these are shades that I'm gonna use anyway, because Burnt Orange I already hit pan on, but Tempera I never use it, so I would have preferred if they were gonna put a permanent shade, something like Blanc, that it's one of those shades that people love to set their primer. I'm going to insert swatches comparing the repeat shades with the Modern Renaissance so that you guys can see if it's the same formula, but I'm guessing that it is because that's what they said, and I will check the ingredients also and let you guys know. The rest of the shades, this is a really wearable palette. This is sort of what I would have wanted the Lorac 3 to be. The Lorac 3, you guys know I hit pan on that one last year. It was a good palette and I hit pan in every shade, but it wasn't the kind of palette that you could do a ton of different looks. But this one, you can do soft glam, but you can do a smoky glam also with the darker shades. And I love the way the glitters or the satiny shades look. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and play with it. I'm gonna insert the names of the shades that I'm using while I keep talking about my thoughts of the palette. Maybe I won't be doing a tutorial, but just a demo so that you guys can see how this shade work and how they apply to my eyes. Okay, so before we go into the demo, these are the swatches of the Modern Renaissance and the Soft Glam palette. And while I was swatching them, I realized that the Modern Renaissance is a sort of drier formula when you're swatching. It performs the same on the eyes, but it feels drier when you're swatching it. I don't know if it's because mine has been already loved and used and it's about 2 years old, but anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that it feels a little bit drier. Okay, so to start, I'm grabbing Tempera, which is the lightest shade, and applying that all over my lid and on the arch of my brow. This is one of the repeats from the Modern Renaissance, and the Modern Renaissance one has a different ingredient. It has mica as a first ingredient in Tempera. Now I'm mixing orange soda and burnt orange to put as a transition shade. And burnt orange is also a repeat, and this one also doesn't have mica on the Soft Glam palette. To put all over my lid, I chose Rustic, and this one was a shade that I had to build, but it built beautifully without being patchy. To build my transition, I went in with Sienna, and I know this one is gonna be an all-time favorite. This was highly pigmented, and it built the crease beautifully without messing up the other shades. Now while I do the cut crease, I'm gonna tell you that this eyeshadow palette has 14 shades, the same as the Modern Renaissance, and it comes with 9 ultra mattes, 2 metallics, 1 hybrid satin metallic, and 2 satin eyeshadows. This eyeshadow palette is $42, and that may sound expensive, but when you do the math, it's $3 per eyeshadow, and these are highly pigmented, high quality shadows. On top of the pigment, I'm applying Rose Pink, and that eyeshadow, it has to be one of my favorites. It's one of the metallic finishes, and this one blends beautifully, and I have long nails, but I bet this one is even more beautiful applied with your fingers. I also love that it not only has more metallic eyeshadows, but it has a wide range of transition shades, and I love the transition shades of the Modern Renaissance, but they're not enough for me. Now I'm mixing Rustic and Sienna to deepen up everything surrounding the halo eye. Even though I love the subculture, I think that ABH or Norvina, they listened to the complaints of the clients and what they thought about subculture and went back to the high rated quality of the Modern Renaissance eyeshadow formula, and in my opinion they came back strong with an even more stunning color selection. For me, this is a go-to kind of palette, but it comes down to, do you adore intense pink in your eyes? Because the Modern Renaissance will give you that with Venetian Red, Love Letter, and Red Ochre, but I almost never touch those shades. So for me, that's why Soft Glam, and I love that the name finally matches a palette, looks more like a palette I would have put together myself for an everyday use and for an everyday glam. The fallout on this palette is easily cleaned out, and the shades that of course give you the most fallout are the darker shades like Noir and Cypress Umber. And I have to say, if the pigmentation is great and the blendability is great, I don't mind a little fallout. This palette, in my opinion, is better than the Modern Renaissance because you lack nothing in this palette, and the Modern Renaissance, it's not sort of an everyday look. You have a lot of red in that palette, so if you are not into reds, there's a few things that don't work for every day with the Modern Renaissance, even though the formula is beautiful. These are super easy to work with. You only need to dip your brush a little bit. They have a lot of pigmentation. They're not that soft. They have the right amount of softness. They're not like the Subculture palette. And I've noticed that the high shimmers that are right here, they are more powdery or have more kick up, so you only need to touch them, to barely touch them, but they look beautiful on the eyes. They blend beautiful and they don't blend into nothing, so you can see the dimension of the different shades that I applied. The only shades that I didn't use for this look were Dusty Rose, Fairy, Bronze, and Cypress Umber. Every other shade I used, and it looks just beautiful and dimensional. And I love the pinky halo eye. It's just a stunning palette. The black is super black, and I didn't have that much fallout, regular fallout. I wasn't that concerned with it, and it's not the kind of palette that splashes all over your face and then the shadows immediately oxidize in your face and then you have to redo your foundation. No, this is so far the best formula I've tried from Anastasia, apart from the Modern Renaissance and the Makeup by Mario palette. This is exactly like the Modern Renaissance, but better with the color choices. And the Makeup by Mario palette, it's also another one that I think they need to redo, do more shades, or just make the shades permanent. I don't know. So far, one of my top 3 Anastasia eyeshadow palettes. And I know that I'm gonna use this one a lot more than the other ones, even though I love them all. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish the rest of my eyes and then I'll be back so that we can review the highlighter. Okay, so now for the best part. Now that my eyes are done, I love this palette already. This eye look is just perfection. And I know that this palette is gonna be one of my favorites for my kids. I know people are gonna be obsessed with it because I love doing soft glam looks, and the name of the palette is just perfect for it. So now I'm gonna just show you the highlighter, and I was in between the highlighter and the bronzers because I ordered this as soon as it came up on the Anastasia website. It's just that I'm in Colombia, so it took forever for these products to get here. But oh my god, I know I couldn't let this pass because Ambra is one of those people that you look at and the first thing you want from her and the first thing you want to do or repeat from her, it's the highlight. In my opinion, the way she dresses up is not the way that I would. She looks beautiful, but it's not my personal style. But the highlighter, oh my gosh, it always looks wet and flawless, and it doesn't look powdery or just the kind of highlight that will stick to your texture. So this is a gelé type of formula, and I love the wave, and you can see how it reflects light, and I'm not even swatching it or anything. I don't even want to touch it, to be honest. The packaging is beautiful. It says Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy. Remember guys that these products are cruelty free, which is also a good thing. That's something I love about Anastasia. They don't compromise their beliefs or their customers believe, and they still make amazing products. They have to be one of my favorite brands all over. This is the Morphe M510, and this is now my highlight brush because the NARS one died. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit and I'm gonna do really super heavy highlighter today. It doesn't seem like it's picking any color. It doesn't throw powder everywhere. It's just sort of a stay put kind of formula. Okay, this is beautiful. It looks wet. So you can see this side and then this side. So you can see the glow, but it's not dark, it's not super light. It has the perfect amount of gold and champagne in it, and I think this is gonna work in a wide range of skin tones. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush and just do my nose. My gosh, I'm obsessed. I'm gonna grab a little bit to put on top of my brow. And now I'm gonna just pull you guys closer and do this side so you guys can see from up close how the highlighter looks. Okay, so I have to say I'm pretty impressed with this highlighter. It looks like I'm glowing, but like I'm sweating. It doesn't stick to anything when you see it even up front. Even though you can see the highlight, it's not because it looks dark. It's just the glow on how it reflects light. This is so far one of the best highlighters I've ever tried. And oh my god, for me, now that I'm not into that metallic look, that's saying a lot. It reminds me sort of the new NARS formula for highlighters, that you can see a wet look, but it doesn't look thick on your face. So this is gonna be holy grail. I'm hoping they make it permanent somehow. It doesn't have to be with Ambra, but they can come up with different shades or just bring it back, because this is just a stunning highlight. I can't stop looking at myself in the mirror. Something else I really liked is that I blended with a dual fiber brush after applying the highlight, and it still didn't go away. It looked more blended but didn't go anywhere. When I do the buffing technique, almost every single highlight I use, even when they're blinding, they disappear into nothing, so I have to reapply them after buffing my face. This one didn't go anywhere, and I was just blending the highlight, so I was putting my mind to blending the highlight and it didn't move. It just looked even better. Oh, I love this. Also, I'm happy to report that we don't have any dupes. First, we have a sandwich of champagne pop and prosecco pop, and in the middle Amrezy. After that, I have gilded honey and Amrezy. Then I have the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold and Amrezy. Next one, the NARS Sale or Sale from the Blanc de Sable palette. Then I have it matched with Oh So Darling by MAC and the Dior Glowing Nude. Those are all favorite highlighters, and this one manages to be even better, not even in formula but in the shade. Like I said before, a champagne golden shade that will suit everyone. This has been one of the best reviews, or just the easiest reviews that I've ever done on my channel. This is holy grail status right away. I know I'm gonna keep trying them, and I know I'm almost sure that you guys are gonna see these in my 2018 beauty favorites. So yeah guys, I'm gonna leave them linked down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is gonna be it for today, and also hit the notification bell so that you can be part of my YouTube family. Don't forget to come back for more. I'm uploading 2 to 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if you want to see something more, if you want to see a review on a product that you want me to try, also leave it in the comments down below and let me know if you're planning on picking any of this collection up. And that's it guys. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.